Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps, Afrika Korps and the Gazala line. And I think the stream is already starting out, but I have the wrong screensaver in there. But I think now everything should be alright. Yeah, there was not time to sort that out. So let's recap what's been happening last time. Yeah, I think the stream is catching up. Perfect. Yeah, we took a lot of airfields. Let's take a look at the strategic map actually. We already pushed forward to this line. Now we have to finish off the British forces attacking at the airfield here at Bir El Gubi. But other than that, everything is pretty much under control. The most important thing is to get the last of the airfields. That's the most important thing. And we are fighting for the airfields here at Gambut. And we are fighting for the airfield here at Tobruk. So let's see. I think it is our turn. Yeah, it is. So it's been I think it was a week since I played. So I'm not really into the game at the moment, so I have to find my way around again. But I definitely remember we have to get rid of those. So let's start off here. And should be no problem to get the bishop. So let's do that. Then we can bombard this last heavy infantry in the back. Shoot it. Good. Wow. And we found more enemy tanks here. That's good to know. But that will delay the support for those units a little bit. I was hoping I can break through here quickly and send at least some bombers to deal with them. And it doesn't seem that is going to happen, but we can do nothing at the moment. So let's finish off the things we can do. Okay. Now this attack is broken down and now we can raise our units downwards. So we need the tanks. We need the artillery. And we have to be careful. There might be more that have sneaked into here. So let's see. I think I will risk bombarding it. Yep, that worked out. Because the 12th rank Stuart, they're not strong. But yeah, and thanks for the good luck. I just noticed the chat. I'm a little bit preoccupied at the moment. Because this is still a very tense situation all around. But I think we sorted out, well, Bir El Gubi. So we'll leave some forces here just in case to protect. Then we'll move on to Gambut. And here it would be very nice to take out those two airfields in this turn. And for that, we have to at least push back the Vickers. So let's see. That's bad luck. No, we can't get it. But at least we should be able to get one of the airfields. And Yeah, now the Sahariana is a little bit in trouble because it can still get attacked by the Spitfire and by the Vickers. So I think we'll target in here, so at least we are not at risk at drawing additional forces here. But that, yeah, High Lieutenant Joker, and that could be a little bit troublesome. But let's see, maybe we can at least take this airfield. We have a tank in position, we have a bomber in position to check. It's empty. That's great, so let's go in. And now they only have one airfield left. And the great thing, once the AI is out of airfields, the fighters and bombers will simply stop and do nothing. So that's the best feature of that. Unfortunately, we were not able to do it. So then we have a strong group here. We will have to break through here, and I want to eliminate all the resistance here. But I think we are going to deal with that later. Let's take a look at our Italian allies and yeah, see what we can do here. And it's really hard to find back into this game. For example, I shouldn't have drained the ammo here. But oh well. At least we are lucky. So now this one is not that much of an issue anymore, and we can reinforce all this next time. We will keep here. I think those are on their way back, because I think the SAS has been already beaten back. So let's bring them around. Or maybe, nah, that's too far. Let's help out the Italians. They can need every help they can get. And yeah, I think it's time to start breaking through here. They're out of artillery support. So it should be possible to at least do some damage here. But it's really hard work going through those defenders here. But we'll get them eventually. So, next one. Yeah, I think we're going to refuel. Draw another infantry. Block them from attacking. Wow, that was bad. But it doesn't matter. We only have to keep them from reinforcing too much, and maybe we have another plane that can block them. We will see about them later. Yeah, I think we cleaned out all the air defenses around here, so that's a good opportunity to get rid of... Nope, it's not a good opportunity to get rid of the Matilda. But this time I'm smarter. Let's resupply. And yeah, reinforce. This one is a little bit too expensive for reinforcements, so I'm not going to do it. But maybe we'll start working on the Matilda. And yeah, we are out of range, so we are not going to bother. Really want to get going concerning Tobruk, and we have to strike in this direction just to block off the victory hexes and not get massive reinforcements on this side. So let's actually peek here. There's nothing in there. a lot of time, so that's not an issue. So then the last thing we have to do, sort out the attack around here. Yeah, we're not in a hurry here, but I really want to get going concerning Tobruk. And we have to strike in this direction just to block off the victory hexes and not get massive reinforcements on this side. So let's actually peek here. There's nothing in there. And yeah, why not? Ah, sorry. I hope it's not my internet that's causing the trouble. But from my point of view, I think it looks alright. So in my stream preview, it's running smooth. So that's a good sign. So sorry, Lieutenant Joke, if it's not the case with you. But I hope everyone has a good picture here. So let's still protect. The enemy planes still can move, so don't want to run into any trouble. And then we'll set up our attack here. I don't want to go in too quickly because there's still this artillery piece that could give us trouble. We'll block. And yeah, I think there's not much else we can do. Maybe scout in this direction just to make sure there are not any tanks in here already. Nope, seems clean. But other than that, there's not much we can do. We have one more plane. But no real targets. I'm a little bit unsure where to go, or if we should protect something. Don't think the Italians need too much help here. So let's concentrate on Tobruk. And once this lot is out of the way, it looks a lot better. Then we have more units. And we can slowly go forward here, protected by our flak and by the Sturk. That's good. Yeah, I hope the recording is not somehow completely screwed up. But like I said, it runs pretty smooth in my preview on Twitch. So I don't think that's my internet connection, but yeah, might be. I'll try not to scroll too much because that obviously increases the necessity for, well, let's check here, one moment. Nope, I don't see any problems here. And Twitch rates my connection as perfect. So yeah, I hope this won't be an issue. But anyways, I think we have done everything. Let's end the turn and see what the British can do. Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, maybe I will switch back to YouTube. I'm not sure because, well, YouTube has other issues. Nothing is perfect. That's the problem. But we'll see. Maybe we'll try. Yeah, now I see it. It's buffering in my preview too. So maybe, but not too much actually. We'll see. Maybe we'll try YouTube again, but the problem is it completely, yeah, mixes up all of the thumbnails of my videos. So you get Age of Wonders thumbnails for Panzer Corps and the other way around. And that's obviously not a good thing. So, let's see. I think we got a hero here. Yeah, +1 attack on this Haryana, and now we can definitely take this airfield. This Haryana did it, perfect, and that should deal with the enemy air force once and for all. Let's grab resupplies. We know there's a Kitty Hawk here, but we'll keep the Storno or the Veltro, the Italian one here, just to keep tabs on them and see if they're moving. Then we have enemy around here. I think we should be able to destroy the Steward. We know there's a cruiser tank somewhere. Should be somewhere in the area, but we will find him. No problem. First thing we have to do, get rid of the cruiser, and here it is, perfect. We should be out of vision range, so I don't think the artillery is in trouble here. But maybe we are going to bomb the cruiser. I have to check if I can get the fighter in range. So let's draw one more tank. Let's protect the airfield. Maybe we'll use the Flam tank to protect the artillery. I will have to think about that. Let's refuel. And then I think we are pretty much ready for our final push here. We can damage them as much as possible. Okay, that's good to know. And let's see. Yeah, this one is extremely entrenched, so we will have to bomb it, but what I really want to do is advance in this direction also. So let's do it one by one again. Let's resupply. It's always a good idea to start with the easy things. Yeah, this... And now we have more vision about what's going on here. So let's start advancing again and keep harassing this big anti-tank cannon. But it seems pretty cleaned out around here. Then we have to start again draining the ammo of this gun. Fortunately, we are not able to break through here. But we'll get them eventually. That's not the problem. Then this one, of course, has reinforced again. So I think we'll just block it for now. That's enough. Then keep hitting the Matilda. And maybe, just maybe, we are able to suppress it. Nope, that's not going to force a surrender on them. So let's just keep that way. We can move in. And yeah. I think this is a little bit of an overkill here, but let's stay committed. Yeah, and since we have time, I think it's okay to advance very slowly, but I don't think we need the tank right here. So let's move it away. And try to make it quick to free up the units. I think that's the smart thing to do. So one heavy infantry down, and everything is protected again. Perfect. Yeah, then we can draw the Italians and see what we can do around Tobruk. Not a lot, I think. So let's just stay here for the moment and wait till reinforcements arrive. And yeah, I think the Spitfire will stay right here and do nothing, but I'm not completely sure, so I'm not going to risk it. And yeah, keep our Italian core bomber out of the way for now. We don't want him in vision range. So that's it. So let's end the turn again, and well, let's check if we don't want to forget any planes and crashing them. Nope, everything is all right. So let's see the English turn. Ah, and there's another Matilda. Actually 2 Matildas. Okay, that's bad. But again, if they attack, that's alright. We can deal with them that way. But we have to make sure not to lose here, and I think the best way to do it will be drain its ammunition and not let it get back any. But as expected, the planes are staying where they are, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. That's perfect. It's kind of a cheat, but there's no way to help it. But I definitely want to draw back here. Not much we can do. Maybe the best thing is keep them attacking here. And we can take those victory locations later. We still have really a lot of time. So let's keep attacking into that. We have to drain their ammo. There's no way around it. Just cycling out the units. And we're getting there. So it will take us some time, but we're getting there. So then, yeah, I think we have to well, that's risky, so let's not attack. If they want to attack into us, I'm fine with it. But it will drain their ammo, so that's good. And sooner or later we'll be able to suppress the Matilda completely. Yeah, that might be our 2 damage. I don't think we can do it, but let's see. Maybe we can force a surrender. Nope. But we can drain its ammo. That's good also. And it won't be able to reinforce. Perfect. And now, next time, maybe we're able to force a surrender. That would be a huge victory. And let's see, 1 moment. So yeah, 1 moment, I have to check some settings here. No, everything seems working all right. Yeah, and maybe I'm going to switch back to YouTube. We will see about that. But for now, I want to break this last position here. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. Who can do the most damage? Doesn't matter. Then I think we have to resuppress it. And that should do the trick. Well, at least almost. And we might want to draw a fighter here just to keep it from reinforcing. We'll see about that. So now we can switch. This one can't reach. So will have to be a fighter. So maybe not this one. Wow, big hit. But maybe we'll send the Stuka because we kind of needed to deal with the Matildas. And on the way, we can as well finish off the last unit here. Grab the victory location. And a lot of trouble is eliminated already. And I think it's a better idea to start moving in this direction. We can deal with them later once our units are ready dealing with the Gazala line itself. And yeah, we'll wait here. And I think we'll use our non-core bomber to get a look around here, just to see what we have to expect. Well, that's nothing too serious. And we know there's two enemies here. One is still somewhere in the hiding. But I think we'll use our fighters to get the bearing on him. Yep, here he is. Maybe he's running into us. We'll see about that. Yeah, that's it. Now we can bombard. And I guess we are ready. Yep, let's check the planes. Everything has moved, so British turn is coming up, but I'm pretty sure we have won now. Once we have dealt with those last Matildas, I think the resistance is more or less gone. And we just have to chew our way through the enemy lines here. Perfect. Out of ammo. And I really don't want them to take my airfields. But I think as soon as possible I'm going to draw forces here. That can't be allowed. Then let's see. Let's get rid of this Matilda. Well, sort of. can't really do anything. So maybe send a fighter to do the job. But it's not really possible to damage it. So let's sit it out here for now. And let's see if we are finally able to break this anti-tank cannon. Doesn't look like it. Nope. No luck. So we will need more reinforcements here. That's bad. Don't want to waste any prestige. Then, yeah, the Matilda is pretty much invulnerable. But we can at least start on the anti-tank cannon. And we can start getting a look in the back. Don't worry, I'm only risking non-core units here, so that shouldn't be a problem. Then, yeah, resupply. Completely suppressed, so let's get in more mass attack bonus. No more risks here. Well, didn't help, but never mind. The Italian and the 88 might be useful against armored units. So that's done. Finish off the last grant. It's almost completely suppressed, so let's get in more mass attack bonus. No more risks here. Well, didn't help, but never mind. Italian tank is cheaper. Done. And then we will advance on the final cities. Maybe even get them from behind. Yep, there's nothing here. So I think the enemy is more or less broken. That's great news. Let's deny them vision. Let's deny them vision. And yeah, actually not much we can do. Except bombing them. And digging them out. And we have one more non-core fighter here, so let's use him to check out the area. No resistance. Yeah. I like the way it's going.